I want to talk serious. Tips to change your life. Not you personally, unless you want to do these, but these are tips that I ran across on the web several weeks ago, and I wanted to bring it to the forefront. I didn't want to talk about it last week because I was alone on the show. You left us because you were taking care of your daughters. They were more important than
Yeah,
the show.
I had to be a dad and shit,
So I decided to bring this up this week, and some of these tips I agree with, some of these I don't. So I'm not going to brush through them all, but I'm going to mention them, and then I want to get your response. Um, if you think these could really be life changing tips to change people's lives. And these, when I say change your life, things that enrich your life, make it better, all that. So, travel the world came one. And I'm starting with that one because, as novel as it is, I would just say travel. I wouldn't say travel the world because some people don't have it like that where they can just go overseas on a whim or whatever. But it's good every now and then to get out of town or go see something in another city. So I would just say travel. What do you think about that?
I mean, travel the world can still just be considered the 50 states. So you can still can say travel the world. And this one thing I do agree. I think we need to travel more to see there's more beyond your soil. You got to think about it. You got people our age, older, that have never left the 816 or the 913. They've never they've never been as far as fucking Olathe, you know what I'm saying, or Wichita or whatever. They've never been that far before. They never went down to Branson or something. So I think it's important that you teach your kids to travel. And I admit right now I'm doing a horrible job of it. My kids just know about Minnesota, Dallas, and Springfield and the Lake of the Ozarks. That's all they know. But they only remember going to St. Louis. They were too young for that. So it's one of the things to where me and their mother had to do a better job of exposing them to the world. But there's ways to travel. I've had friends that be like, "Hey, we taking this trip. What about your kids? Oh, their grandparents got them out. Give two fucks about it." And I'm the type of person that I'm not dumping my kids off with my parents or my mom or whatever. I'd rather find a different way to where everybody's accommodated. That's why my kids haven't traveled as much as they should, or I haven't traveled as much as I should. But now they're older, then there's nowhere they can't go with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or with their mom. So now I want them to see the world more.
All right. Do volunteer work. I kind of like that because that kind of will ground a person. You're doing something for somebody else and not expecting anything in return. And I'm really big on that. I mean, I don't know what kind of volunteer work each person can do, but I think it is good that you can do something like that.
Volunteer work is cool, it just depends on where it's at. And my problem with it is I've tried for like 3, 4 years to get in around the holidays to a soup kitchen or something to help hand out food and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
just so my daughters can see and appreciate. And they be like, "Oh, we don't need anyone. There's a waiting list." Why is there a waiting list? If
Uh,
you got six
that
hundred people on the
that's a good thing.
volunteer, use all 600 people. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of just asinine.
Well, not really, because you can only have so many cooks in the kitchen.
There's other jobs to be done.
Possibly, they may have everything filled. The holidays does bring out some of the best in people at times.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's kind of wild to me, but that's just me.
All right, do something that scares you. I like that. Now, remember at the top of this show, I said, if given the opportunity, will Ricky go in that rocket? No. So this is not along those lines. But will I do something else? Perhaps go scuba diving in the oceans. I ain't gonna swim with the sharks, but I'll be closer to the beach where I don't care if it's the big fish and the snapping turtles. You're not putting me out there with Jaws, but I can see doing something a little risky, a little on edge. I might go skydiving one time. I might do bungee jumping. I don't know, but within reason. I don't know about going all out. You?
I don't agree with this one. That could have been left off the list. I don't see how scaring someone's gonna benefit anything. All they do is make you piss on yourself.
Well, I think what they were trying to say is if you do something scary, it puts life in perspective.
No, the hell it doesn't. Well, white man made up shit. No, it doesn't.
Change your diet. That does.
That's better.
Yeah, because obviously, if you eat better, you live longer. You get more out of life.
That's kind of not true either. But it basically is what you got to do. You eat better as your body dictates. Right now, I'm going through a traumatic moment in my damn self. I've learned my body can't do dairy anymore as far as milk. And I'm on fucking almond milk. And my body's getting to where it's like, nah, nigga, we can't do that shit no more. I'm trying to develop the same phlegm and shit when I was doing 2% of regular milk. So I had to give up almond milk and fucking cereal. And I love fucking cereal. But I'm like, But I gotta do what's best. I'm tired of coughing and coughing. I gotta start spitting up phlegm and shit when ain't shit wrong with me. Things you gotta do as you get older, I tell you. As soon as these three things, the almond milk is gone, I'm a dry house.
All right, now instead of change your diet, this one's deep. Change your friends.
That's true. That's true. That should be for females. They need that shit on a billboard, on a t-shirt, on a fucking hat. They need that shit on a post-it because a lot of us fail to realize you can outgrow people. You can be a certain level with people and then surpass them. Because I got people I love to this day, but I can only take them in increments. I can only do certain things with them. I can't have an everyday conversation, hang out with them, because at some point they gonna work my damn nerves. So that's true. Some people you outgrow, some people your situations change with them. So I support that.
Here's one I don't like. Say yes more often. I'm the kind of person that I would probably say learn to say no more. It really depends on the person, I guess. They're coming from the perspective of, don't back out of things, say yes more often. And, if you say yes, then do it. But I'm coming at it from the perspective, some people try to please everybody. And sometimes you just got to tell somebody no. And, so I believe that you should say no more often.
I will say what I learned from Tony my last 2 years of being in my marital life, and I adopted and I carry with me now. If it's referring to like your spouse and your kids, if it ain't gonna hurt you and you can do it, why not? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if it's something that really, you're not feeling, hey, go about your own. And so that's kind of how I feel and see it now, whatever. Like, if it ain't gonna kill me and I can make something happen, I'm gonna make it happen. But if it's something that's not me and I don't want to do it, I ain't gonna do it. But now I ain't about to free to be saying yeah just to say yeah. I'm not a part to get along game. I'm just gonna be me and me.
But see, that actually goes out to those people that come to us that we mentioned at the beginning of the show, and they ask about photography jobs and DJ jobs until we give them the price.
Yeah.
Yeah. You either need us or you don't. Don't come at me and say, hey, I got a job for you, and then back out.
Yeah. I mean, in all actuality, we're not a necessity. We're just a floss piece. Oh, look, well, look, I got a photographer. I got a DJ,
Yeah.
I didn't have to, I chose to. Neither one of them are must haves.
Yeah. One of them on this list is watch less television. I gotta agree with that. When you sitting in front of the TV for hours on end, when there's other stuff that can be done, it does take a lot away from the enrichment of life. And believe me, there's a lot of stuff that you can quote unquote find on TV. But if you really think about it, if you devote one day where you just want to binge watch some stuff or catch up on some stuff, that's cool. And uh, uh, get out there and do more with friends and family. I really think that that would enrich your life. I'm not saying throw your TV away, because I ain't gonna do that.
I look at it like this. If it's a nice day out, like this past Saturday was a nice day. Don't spend the whole day in your house watching TV. If it's rainy, cold outside or whatever, keep your ass at home, watch TV. But if it's a nice day out, go do something. Do something to get the blood going, get your body moving.